First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you. You have just entered in 10th class. Dear students, in 10th class, today we have to start chemistry subject. Chemistry, first of all, I would like to introduce total chapters in the chemistry. There are 5 chapters in chemistry. In 5 chapters, 3 we have to complete in first semester and 2 chapters we have to finish in second semester. Dear students, these first 3 chapters I am going to introduce over here. First chapter is chemical reactions and equations. Second chapter is acid, bases and salts. Third chapter is metals and nonmetals. And fourth one is, that is for the second semester, carbon and its compound. And last one is the periodic classifications of the elements. So dear students, today I am going to start the first chapter of chemistry, that is chemical reactions and equations. So before starting this chapter, I would like to first introduce what is the reaction, chemical reactions. From the beginning in the chemistry you have learn something about the reaction in previous classes 6, 7 and 8 onwards. So today we have to go something, means explore our reactions in this chapter. In this chapter we have to start with the reactions itself. So first it is required to introduce what is the chemical reactions. So let's start to understand it. When we are going to define the chemical reactions, so in this way we can define it. Chemical reaction, what happened during the chemical reactions? When two, listen carefully, when two or more different substances chemically react to each other. Try to understand. When two or more different substances chemically react to each other, form a new substance with the new properties, this is said to be chemical reactions. Once more I am going to explain it. When two or more different substances chemically react to each other, form a new product with the new properties, is said to be chemical reactions. So this is about the chemical reaction. When we have to define it, what is the chemical reaction, we will define like this. You can say in your language also, when two or more substances react to each other, form a new substance, that is only said to be chemical reactions. So when any chemical reactions occur, dear students, so I have just discussed early also, and today also I am going to discuss here. Here we have to categorize into 2 parts any chemical reaction. Means you have remember left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side means we are going to categorize reactant side, and right hand side product side. Means in any chemical reaction there are 2 parts, means 2 parts means that before the reaction and after the reaction. Before the reactions means that substance which are going to react to each other, and after the reactions means as a result what we get as a product. That product may be single product, may be double product. According to the reaction we will get the product. The main product is also over there and the side product is also there. So first of all we have to know that what are the reactants as well as product. So during the chemical reaction we have to see the both hand side, left hand side and right hand side. Now I am going to explain by writing. It will be much better to understand to everyone. I hope you must have carried notebook and pen with you, so you need also to write it what I am going to explain over here. So let's start. First, give the definition. What is chemical reaction? So if we are going to say that what is the chemical reaction, so like this, first we have to write it. Chemical reaction. So as I said earlier, when two or more substances chemically react to each other, form a new substance. As a result, form a new substance as a result result, that is only said to be product. That result is only product. So new substance as a result is said to be chemical reaction. See, when two means maybe two or maybe more, two or more substances chemically react to each other, form a new substance, as a result is said to be chemical reaction. That product having the different properties of this early the substances who were before the reactions. I am going to give the example, you will understand clearly. See, I have taken the very simple reaction, that is formation of water molecule. I have taken hydrogen, oxygen, and we all know that hydrogen, it is here in the gaseous form. Oxygen is also here, it is gaseous form. Now we got as a result water molecule. Now make it balance also. Now happen. Now water, it is in the liquid form. So we can say here, see, hydrogen I have taken, oxygen I have taken. So hydrogen if I have taken, then hydrogen in which state? It is gaseous state. Hydrogen, it is in the gaseous state. Oxygen also in the gaseous state. Oxygen also in the gaseous state. But when these two gases, see, look at here, when these two gases chemically react to each other, what happened? When these two gases mix to each other, we got as a result new product water, and that it is in the liquid form. That is, it is in the liquid form. Means whatever the properties of hydrogen and oxygen before the reactions just entirely changed after the reaction. As hydrogen gas we were utilizing before the reaction in the free state, oxygen also in the free state, different use and different properties, but after the reaction both react to each other, form a new compound as a water. Means that here the property of water entirely different from this hydrogen and oxygen, and state also change. So here we can say that the new substance, what new substance form with the new properties. So when hydrogen and oxygen react to each other, form a water molecule, so that new substance having the different properties, the new substance having the different properties from the reactant side. So can we say this side is said to be reactants? We know early also and today also reactants. This side is said to be reactants and this side is said to be product. Means we can say that the LHS you must have remember, LHS and RHS means left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side are said to be reactants and right hand side is said to be product. So always reactants are living in left hand side and product right hand side. Dear students, something more we have to understand in this reaction. Later on in this chapter only we have to go through the different kinds of reaction. Means here whatever I have started this example several times we can take in a different way. Here what I have shown during the chemical reactions I have shown new substance form with the new properties. One point, try to understand what I said during the chemical reaction when two substances react to each other given the new substance with the new properties, means whatever it was earlier the property of hydrogen, properties of oxygen, both lost their own properties and just giving the new properties with the water. So here properties also change and the state also change. So what it is going to be happen, different things we have to judge it over here. So the state also changed. Earlier it was in the gaseous state, now it is in the liquid state. Second, first point it is properties change. Second point we can say it is state change. Now third point what I am going to say, you listen dear student. So when I will teach you in this chapter only different kinds of reaction. So this reaction is This reaction is the example of which kind of reaction? Combination reaction. Try to understand. The single example you can bring in a different way and a different place, means that this reaction is the example of combination reaction also. How we can say that? Then combination, as for the definition of combination reaction, when two or more substances react to each other, give a single compound. Try to understand what is the combination reaction. First of all, we have to know the definition. When two substances react to each other, form a single compound. Means that, as per the definition, we can say that when hydrogen combined with oxygen, means there are two reactants. When hydrogen combined with oxygen form a single compound, that is water. So they both combine to each other, form a single compound, that is your water. So it is a kind of combination reaction also. So here we can say that it is the example of combination, but no need to write it here. When it require, as per the question, we have to give the answer. Now, so for any chemical reaction, we require two main things. Two main things are the substances. Write it also. The substances which take part in chemical reaction means, try to understand, the substances which take part in chemical reaction. Then which substances took part here? Just I have given the example, hydrogen and oxygen. Reactions, the substances which take part in chemical reactions are said to be what? Said to be, I have written early, reactants. The substances which take part in chemical reaction are said to be reactants. Means that, see, look at the board, hydrogen and oxygen both are reactants in these reactions. So one part is clear, left hand side is reactants. Always reactants live in left hand side. Now RHS, right hand side, what it is? Now the two things are very important. The new substance produced during the chemical reaction, during a chemical reaction. See, the new substances produced during a chemical reaction, what it is here? That is your water. Means after the reaction between hydrogen and oxygen, as a product, what we got? Water. So the first point I have written reactants, and the second point I am writing here, the new substances produced during a chemical reaction, what it is said to be? Reaction are called what? Product. Let's see here, student. Here it is a single product, but now we have to read many more reactions. That time we will get more than one product, two product. Means that what it is our purpose to prepare that main product side, means the main purpose. Then along with the main product we will get some side products also. But as it is a very simple reaction, an example of combination also. So when two substances combine together form a single substance. So it is much clear, it is also the example of combination reaction. Now, so I hope you have understood this topic and you have written also. If you have not written, try to write it. I am going to erase it now. Now, dear students, after this, what we have got it, the conclusion. During this chemical reaction, means we can say that during this chemical reaction, let's first understand chemical reaction, hydrogen and oxygen, means in this reaction, hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen mixed together and form what? Form water, and form water molecule. Water means that it is clear in this reaction, hydrogen and oxygen mixed together and form water. Means that it's very clear ki which are the reactants. If we have to write it, then reactants are what? Hydrogen as well as oxygen. If we will write product, then what is the product we got? That is your water. So I think you all understood कि in this reaction the formation of water molecule, hydrogen and oxygen taking part as a reactants, as a product, as a result, what we got? We got water. Now another example I am giving you, that experiment and that activity we did in, I think, in 8th class also and 7th class also. That is the very interesting. You enjoyed it also, and this reaction is very interesting. You must have remember कि when magnesium ribbon burn in presence of air, try to understand, when magnesium ribbon burn in presence of oxygen, that giving the white dazzling flame. You must have remember, we have done this experiment in the classroom also and in the laboratory also. So here this magnesium ribbon, when it burns in presence of oxygen, that gives the white dazzling flame. Means that white dazzling flame means that is affect our eyes also. So we have to take the precaution against this dazzling flame. So when after burning the magnesium in presence of oxygen, as a product we get it, which product? We get it magnesium oxide. So what happened? We get it the product magnesium oxide. So this is the second example. Try to understand. So write the formula of magnesium first. Take oxygen. This is the simple reaction, that is why, but in lab we have taken the magnesium ribbon and we have started to burn it with the help of matchstick in presence of oxygen. It started to burn. As a product we got magnesium oxide. Make it balance also, that will be much clear. Balance we have to read in details in this class also, and early we also know little bit about this. So what happened? This magnesium ribbon, if we can say that it is the ribbon, take it. Now it is oxygen, means in presence of oxygen. We got it what product? Magnesium oxide. So here, when magnesium ribbon burn in presence of oxygen, as a product we got magnesium oxide. Now dear students, again this topic came, example of combination reaction. Try to understand. This is also the kind of combination reaction. When two substances react to each other, form a single compound, is the example of combination reaction. So see dear students, here magnesium ribbon, it was in the strip form, means metallic solid form. Oxygen was in the air form, means gaseous form. But when we got this magnesium oxide, that is the which kind of substance? White powder. Means this magnesium oxide is in which state? White powder. It is the new product, that is the white powder, means that is also in the solid form. But what it is earlier, magnesium, it was in the ribbon, means the metal. It is oxygen in the gaseous state, but when both burn, then it form magnesium oxide, white powder. So new compound you got. So before the reactions, they were in the different condition, different properties they were having. After the reaction, their properties also change. And one more thing is very important. You must have remember, it is the basic oxide. Magnesium oxide, why it is basic in nature? Because it is the metallic oxide, and we all know that key metallic oxides are basic in nature. So when this magnesium oxide, we will take a test with the litmus paper, that will convert red litmus to blue litmus. What is the identification of the basic oxide? When we will prepare this solution and we will take the test on the red litmus, then what happened? The color of red changes into blue. That shows that it is basic in nature. So if you want to write, then write it it is basic in nature. So we all know that metallic oxides are basic in nature. So we will have to test that red litmus convert into blue. So it is the test for the basic substance. Now, so second, I think second example you have understood. Now we have to go through that these are the reactions. What I have given you the examples as a chemical reactions, but many reactions in our daily life that we have to observe these all are the kind of chemical reactions only. We all have it, physical changes, chemical changes. So changes is a little bit different from the reactions, but some changes converted into reactions. So see, in everyday life we are having different chemical reactions at our home also. So if we will say which kind of chemical reactions are there, so in third form I am going to write this. So you can say that formation of curd from milk. What it is? It is also the kind of chemical change. Now in third only many reactions it is in my mind. You may say that rusting of iron is also the kind of chemical reaction. Take the example of respiration. That is the well known. Respiration is the process what we breathe. That is also the kind of chemical reaction only. Take digestion. What we ate food, digestion occur in our body. Digestion in our body is also the example of chemical reaction only. Now here we can say that these all are the reactions we are seeing in our daily life. So these all are the examples of the chemical reactions. So if such kind of reactions we are going to observe, in these all reaction there must be some characteristics. So the next topic what we have to read, what are the characteristics of these different kinds of chemical reactions. We must know that what happened during the chemical reactions, we can judge it easily oh, this is the particular characteristics of this particular reactions. So we have to now go through the characteristics of chemical reactions. So we have to write it. I hope you have written. Now I am going to start the characteristics of chemical reactions. So you have to also copy it. Characteristics of chemical reaction. So now we have to go through these are the reactions, there must be some characteristics. So if we will go what are the characteristics of chemical reaction, then first characteristics will be evolution of gas. Evolution of gas. Second characteristics will be formation of precipitate. Formation of precipitate. So evolution of gas is the first characteristics of a chemical reaction. Second I have written formation of precipitate. Third I am going to write change of color. During the reaction, during the chemical reaction, some changes of color of the maybe reactant side to the product side. Whatever it was the early, the color of the reactants, after the new product, the color will be different. So such kind of characteristics is said to be change in color. So third point I have written, change in color. Which time it is we are going to observe? During the chemical reactions. Before the reactions, reactants having the different color. After the reactions, product having the different color. Such kind of properties is said to be change in color. I hope you all have written it. Now I am going to write the fourth characteristics. I am going to write now fourth characteristics. Now the fourth characteristics in change in temperature. Change in temperature. Change in temperature means that during the chemical reaction some changes occur in temperature. Now fifth one is change in state. Change in state. During the chemical reaction, suppose reactants are in the gaseous state and form the liquid. Just I have given the example of formation of water molecule. Now we have to go through the each characteristics how we can prove that really it prove that oh, this is the characteristics of a chemical reactions. So let's start with the first point. First characteristics. If we will go through the first characteristics, so what I have written? Evolution of gas. Evolution of gas. Now before writing any example, I would like to explain it here, dear students. Evolution of gas means that when any chemical reaction occur and during the product side, means that during the chemical reaction product side giving one gas and that is releasing, means that it is compulsory during evolution of gas in a chemical reaction gas must be released in the product side. When two or more substances react to each other, form a new compound, there must be compound. One compound may be solid, liquid, but one compound must be the gas. That gas will prove us during the chemical reaction gas is released out. Now I am going to give the examples. Try to understand. We will do in the lab also. This is a very interesting experiment also. So you must have heard the name of zinc. Zinc is a very reactive metal. Means zinc is a very reactive metal, and you must have heard the hydrochloric acid. That is the hydrochloric acid is the mineral acid. It is a very harmful also and corrosive in nature. So due to this we are going to use here dilute hydrochloric acid. Dilute hydrochloric means that that hydrochloric acid must contain water molecule. Means I have taken here some first write the reaction. When zinc reacts with dilute. We all know that dilute means the acid contain water. Dilute hydrochloric acid. Then what happened? Then form zinc chloride. Zinc chloride and evolves hydrogen gas. Dear students, try to understand. Zinc is a highly reactive metal. When zinc react with hydrochloric acid, then what it gives? Zinc chloride, and it evolves hydrogen gas along with it. Means it proved that during the chemical reaction evolution of gas also occur. Now So how we will do this activity and experiment in the lab? So see, that is very interesting also. Dear students, here it is one more thing before reaching to this reaction. I would like to share it here. You must have read reactivity series. Then you must have remember when we are writing the reactivity series, the position of zinc is above the hydrogen. Hydrogen means, try to understand, in the reactivity series the position of zinc is above the hydrogen. So zinc is most reactive than hydrogen, means here zinc is highly reactive. It can easily displace the hydrogen. That is why this reaction takes place quite easily. So just I am going to take a conical flask. Take a bigger one so you can see it. See what I have taken. I have taken a conical flask, and zinc I am taking as a zinc granule. Zinc granule means that the smaller pieces, smaller pieces of the zinc metal you will easily get in your lab. So I have taken the smaller pieces, means zinc granule. Basically we are saying it zinc granule. So I have kept here zinc granule in the conical flask. And what we have to add it over here? We have to add it here hydrochloric acid. That is the dilute hydrochloric acid. Dilute means that must contain water over there. So dilute hydrochloric acid, when we will add in this conical flask that already contain zinc granule, then what observation we will see? Now I am going to explain it here. So we have kept it here hydrochloric acid. So what happened after putting this hydrochloric acid? The reaction started, and during this reaction what we will observe? Bubbles started to form, means formation of bubbles we will observe here. Formation of bubbles in hydrochloric acid. This bubbles is of what? This bubbles is of hydrogen gas itself. See, this is showing the formation of bubbles of hydrogen gas. Now you can say that this hydrogen gas is evolving during this reaction. How we will prove it? Is it hydrogen gas or maybe another gas is over there? So we can prove it here. That is a very interesting reaction. It is when we will bring one matchstick, burning matchstick over here, burning matchstick. Then what happen when we will bring this matchstick here? Then it will, when gas is releasing in the form of bubbles, then what happen? This burning matchstick will extinguish, which sound? Pop sound. Try to understand. When we will bring one burning matchstick in front of this conical flask, then what happen? This burning matchstick will extinguish with the pop sound. That pop sound is proving that during this experiment hydrogen gas is evolving. Understood? I hope you have understood. What happened? First we have taken the zinc granule, we have added, see, write it here, this is HCl, hydrochloric acid. Now you can say that it is zinc granule. Now you can say that it is the conical flask, Now this is the burning matchstick, this is the bubbles of hydrogen gas. So what happened during this chemical reaction? We have seen that bubbles of hydrogen gas is coming, and that prove that burning matchstick will extinguish with the pop sound. That is shows that hydrogen gas is evolving during this reaction. Now write the reaction, how it occur. Zinc plus HCl. Then as a what we will take? Zinc chloride and hydrogen gas is evolving. This arrow upward direction, try to understand. I have given one arrow upward direction. This is showing that hydrogen gas is releasing during this reaction. Means this arrow is showing it is going in upward direction. This is the symbol of gas. Now the reaction should be balanced. Make it balanced like this. Zinc react with hydrochloric acid. Here it's essential to write it dilute hydrochloric acid. So write it here. What it is we have taken? Zinc. We have taken hydrochloric acid. Which hydrochloric acid we have taken? We have taken dilute hydrochloric acid. So when zinc granule react with the hydrochloric acid, as a product we get zinc chloride and evolution of hydrogen gas. So this proves that during this reaction gas is releasing out. Now dear students, this reaction is very important. Before writing this reaction, I have started to say that zinc in the reactivity series, zinc is above the hydrogen. Means that zinc is most reactive in comparison of hydrogen. That is why zinc, what zinc is doing? Try to understand dear student. Zinc is removing the hydrogen from where? From the hydrochloric acid. Means zinc is occupy the place of hydrogen gas. Means zinc is here displacing the hydrogen. That is why this reaction is said to be displacement reaction also. Means in this chapter only we have to read. The next topic is the types of chemical reaction. In the types of chemical reaction we will read the displacement reaction also. So this is the kind of displacement reaction also. So this is the metal is going to displace this hydrogen. The reason is that this metal is more reactive than the hydrogen, and it is mentioned in the reactivity series also. So first example clear. I think the second example take. Second example is that take metal itself, and again take the hydrochloric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid. Then what happened? This magnesium will form magnesium chloride and again evolution of hydrogen gas. Now again magnesium displaces the hydrogen and form the magnesium chloride and evolve hydrogen gas. I think it's clear to everyone. So during these two examples I have given the evolution of hydrogen gas. Let's see some more example of different gases also. Now dear students, some more examples. When zinc will react with another acid, the same result we will get. So see, zinc, if it will react with the H2SO4, but keep it in your mind, it should be also dilute. Then same result we will get, zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Means either we will take the hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid, we will get the same result, evolution of hydrogen gas. Now take one more example, that when calcium carbonate is also reacting with the hydrochloric acid, then what product we are getting? Let it see. Calcium chloride we are getting, water we are getting, and the most important gas is releasing here, carbon dioxide. So what it is the name of this compound? Calcium carbonate. This is hydrochloric acid. Calcium chloride you may write, water and carbon dioxide. One more thing I would like to make it clear here dear students, here in early few examples I have shown that evolution of hydrogen gas. Now it is the different gas, carbon dioxide. A very good example in our daily life also. You are much habitual to take the cold drinks, and when we used to open the cap of the cold drink bottle, that time the bubbles are coming. That bubbles are nothing, that is the gas of carbon dioxide only. So these are the examples in our daily life. Now see dear students, some other example I am having, that when sodium nitrate, very interesting example, sodium nitrate heat See, heat you may write with the symbol also, and you may write with the word also. Okay, what is the symbol of heat? That is the delta. Now here, sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate, when we heat, then what happen? It breaks down and release the oxygen gas. So we get the product sodium nitrite. Try to understand. We get the product sodium nitrite along with the evolution of oxygen gas. Make it balance, make it balanced. I think now it is balanced. 2 sodium, 2 sodium. Now it is balanced. So here with see, when we hit the sodium nitrate as a product, we got sodium nitrite along with the oxygen gas. So sodium nitrate, and this is the sodium nitrite along with the oxygen gas. So here it is, different examples we have taken: removal of hydrogen gas, carbon dioxide and oxygen. So here, dear students, next is second, what I have given the characteristics, that is the formation of precipitate. Formation of precipitate. Dear students, this formation of precipitate, now you read at your home. In the next class, I'll define it. I'll give you the examples, what it is the precipitation reaction and how formation of precipitate occur. Till then, what I have given the examples of the evolution of gas, these examples you collect some more examples from your books or from the different sources, so you can give the different kinds of example, and it will be set in your mind, never you will forget it. And just go through the book and bring some more examples and read it thoroughly.